him in right now, because he sees me. Come on in. Okay.
Stay there.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm just gonna go finish getting ready. I'll be right there.
Where are you?
I'll be right back. Just sit at the bar and I'll be right there.
All right, well, I'll be out here.
Just take a seat.
Come here.
What? No, I promise I'll be right back.
No, come here.
I'll be right there.
Come
Just
here.
wait. Try to be a little patient.
Actually, I want you to come here.
That's what I thought.
Would you have a seat right over there, please? Okay. What are you doing here?
I just came to hang out, really.
You came to hang out.
Yeah.
And you came to hang out with who?
I had a feeling this was what was going on, honestly.
You had a feeling what was going on?
That this was some sort of setup.
A setup. A setup for what?
I don't know, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't come here for anything physical. I just was bored. I'm going through a divorce. I just wanted to get out of the house, honestly.
So you couldn't go to a sports bar to watch a game, or you
I've been
couldn't go
doing
to
that all
a gal's
weekend,
house?
man.
And so you thought you'd come here to this house?
I know it wasn't a good idea from the get-go.
Who did you think you were going to meet here?
Just this kid I've been talking to.
This kid.
I know she's a kid.
How old?
13, 14.
13. And how old are you?
Too old for a 13, 14-year-old.
Too old. And how old is that?
26.
26. And you thought it was okay to come over here to visit a 13-year-old girl home alone?
No, I really didn't.
But you're here.
I know. I don't know why.
What's your name?
My name's Jim.
Jim what?
Do I have to say?
I'm going to find out.
Am I going to get arrested for this?
That's not up to me.
Are you going to turn me in?
Again, that's not up to me.
I mean, I really... Fuck.
What do you do for a living, Jim?
I'd rather not say.
Jim,
I'd rather not say.
why don't you just tell me where you work?
Who do you work for?
I'll get to that in a minute.
No, I'd really like to know. I'm sure I'm on TV or something right now.
Why don't you just tell me what you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. And what grade do you teach?
6th grade.
6th grade. So you teach kids about the same age as the girl you were coming to see.
I would never do anything. I don't know why I'm here. Can I go?
No, not just yet.
Are the police here?
Again,
Sir, please just tell me.
I have some more questions for you. There's nothing I can do to keep you here, but I have some more questions for you.
Are the police here?
I have to talk to you about some of the things that you said on the internet.
Okay.
You were on your webcam showing off in front of this 13-year-old girl.
I know.
And the conversation you had with this girl
It was bad. I know. I know. I don't know why. I need help.
You're cute too. Definitely have a pretty face. For jailbait. Laugh out
I knew
loud.
it was wrong. I knew it was wrong. I'm sorry.
I could be your teacher. Would you flirt with me? She says wink at you and stuff. Hee hee, okay. Cute. You'd like that. I'd be flattered. Not like that's a bad thing. Innocent enough.
I knew I shouldn't have come. I knew I shouldn't have come. I'm sorry, man. I knew it.
What school do you teach at, Jim?
I'm not going to tell you. You're going to find out. I'm going to get arrested, I'm sure.
How about St. Margaret of York?
That's it.
Is that right? Do you coach too?
Not anymore, apparently.
You say, I guess I'd like to kiss you. You say, I
you know-
guess
you know
I'd
what?
kiss
You know
you
what?
too then.
Look, dude, I know what I said. I shouldn't have said it. My life just ended completely.
Why did you do it?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I have
You're
no
grown
damn
up.
clue. This was the stupidest thing I've ever done. Just end it, man. This is...
Where are you most ticklish? All over. Oh, my
Look,
God.
dude, I
nice.
don't care. I know what I said. You don't need it for your
You
TV
don't care?
audience. I know that. No. All right, let me phrase that.
Please
I
sit
do.
down.
No.
I'd like you to sit down, please.
I know you would. I'll tell you. I mean, I know what I said.
It gets a lot worse than that.
Yeah, I know, and I don't want to get into that. If I'm going to be arrested, just please have me arrested. I need help, obviously.
Do you do this often?
No, this is the first time I've ever done
This is
something.
the first time. You know, because I've heard that a lot.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure I'm probably not the
Seems
first
like
guy to do this.
everybody who comes into this house says it's their first time.
I'm sure they do.
So, what were you going to do with this 13-year-old girl?
I wasn't really going to... I mean, I called her earlier and said, I'm not really comfortable with this. I didn't, and she kept saying, come on, I'll just hang out. I didn't want to do anything.
But you did get in the
I
car
don't
and
know
drive
why.
here from
The whole
Cincinnati.
damn way, I was thinking, what am I doing? Why am I just not going home?
But still, you
Yeah,
drove
I did.
here,
I
you
don't
got out,
know
you knocked on
why.
the door, and you walked in.
I know, I didn't want to.
And you're all anxious, wanting to see the girl.
She just said, I'm just going to watch a movie. And I said, well, what the hell? I'll sit there and watch a movie with her.
Want to make out.
Look,
Sure.
dude, I mean, I'm sure the police are probably here. I'm going to go.
Right now, I totally do it.
You want to know why I was doing all that? Honestly?
Yeah.
I am going through a divorce. My wife Thursday told me she was leaving me. I don't know what spawned this. I mean, I was just in an Ohio chat room, an adult chat room, and this was a week or so ago, and she started talking to me.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right for you to have this kind of
I
a
know,
discussion.
and I shouldn't have.
Look,
I guess,
divorce is tough. Everybody gets that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna-
Nobody's going to make fun of that, right?
Well, I'm...
Okay, it's not
On
good.
top of that, what kills me right now, on top of the fact that I just blew that part of my life, and I don't even know you, I don't know why I just ruined the rest of my life. I just lost my job as a teacher. I'm probably going to go to jail. I'm not going to survive in jail. For what? For what?
For what?
I don't know.
Do you have an issue with the internet? Do you have a compulsion, an addiction?
I think I do. I mean, it's not with
I mean, help me
kids.
to explain.
I don't know.
Help me to understand.
I've thought about this a lot for years. Maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should get counseling. Maybe I should get help. And now I thought, well, it's not that big a deal. I've never taken it to this step. I don't know if this week has just pushed me over the edge.
Look, you're not the first guy to have an issue with the internet and sexually charged conversations,
I know.
addictions and compulsion.
It's not.
I mean, we see it a lot.
Instead of me being arrested, is there some way you can help me?
Well, I don't know that I can do that.
I mean, will you give me some of the information here and tell me what exactly is going on?
You want to know what's going on? Do you ever watch television? Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
Oh, damn, I've seen one of these.
You've seen one of these.
You know, that was one of the reasons I thought, why am I doing this? This could be a setup. I can...
But let me get this straight. You've actually seen our previous programs on computer predators.
I didn't think I was a predator. I wasn't coming up here for anything physical. I know I talk. Look, that was like
all
fantasy.
here.
That was like
I
fantasy.
know, but everybody says that. But what's going to happen if I'm not here and the 13-year-old girl is? You got all charged up by seeing
I know.
this
I know.
gal on the webcam.
I know. I don't know why.
Could I kiss you anywhere?
I'm sorry.
That'd
Look, I
be
don't-
fun.
Man, I
You
know
could
it's on
point and I'd
TV.
kiss it.
Can I go?
Look, there's nothing I can do to keep you here.
I'm sure you're going to turn this into the police, right?
Well,
I'm gonna be on TV.
That's not up to me. I mean, we're doing a story. You've seen the stories before. Didn't you think, after seeing the previous stories,
I did.
that maybe this is something I shouldn't do?
That's why I didn't want to come. I really, deep down, thought this is the stupidest idea. I don't know why I'm here.
But
I know.
Nobody was twisting your arm.
You're right. You're right. You're 100%
You're a
right.
grown-up.
Yeah. I don't feel like one right now. I feel like an idiot.
I mean, I'm just trying to understand how it gets to this point. You even acknowledge it's wrong here, but I don't want either of us getting into trouble.
I know. I knew I could get in a lot of trouble for this. I don't know why I'm here.
You talk about
Stupid.
parking around back. I'm so freaking horny.
Yeah, I know.
You know if you had me naked, I'd want more, right? Yeah, I would too.
Look, man, you don't have to read it. Your TV got... Everybody that's watching this knows why I'm here. It was stupid. I wasn't really going to do anything.
I know, but that's
But I
hard
know-
to square
I know.
with what you said
I
here,
know.
Jim.
I really know.
And everybody who comes in says, I really wasn't going to do anything.
Not
And if
surprised.
you're going to have this conversation and then come over here and a 13-year-old girl is home alone,
I shouldn't have done it. I don't know what I'm here for.
the other issue, well, it sounds like what you're here for is to have sex with a
I
13-year-old
wasn't
girl.
going to have sex with her. Look, give me a Bible. I swear to God.
You know, a lot of people have had religious conversions after walking in here.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm not that religious of a guy.
And the other,
I'll tell you this. I might have kissed her. I wouldn't have done anything else.
you might have kissed her.
Might have. I know I shouldn't.
And where's that going to lead once you start kissing her?
I wouldn't have let it. I'm honest with you right now. I know nobody watching's going to believe. I wouldn't have done anything else. She is a kid. I knew that when I was coming up here. I wasn't going to do anything. I'm an adult.
You're a teacher.
Yeah, I know.
That's a position of trust and leadership in the community. You know how kids think. You know it's a very emotionally charged time for them.
I'm not a teacher anymore.
I mean, you're equipped to take advantage of somebody that age should you choose to do so. And by coming here today, it certainly appears as though that's exactly what you were trying to do. Divorce or not, computer problem or not. You know, the experts tell us that, okay, the guy may say, I'm not going to do it this time. Maybe not the next time. But sometime it's going to happen.
You're right. Can I talk to you off camera?
I can't do that. I'm sorry. What's the
Do you guys have any help for me?
There are a number of ways to get help, and we're going to get into that in the story. We've got into it in some of the past stories.
Is there any way to keep myself off of this thing?
We've made no decisions as to who's going to be in or out of the story. We're just getting started. So I can't.
If there's some way I do start getting help, I mean, my insurance covers therapy, and that's obviously what I need
Look,
for
here's
obviously more than this issue, but another number of things. Even if it was something I just don't, my life's a wreck right now. On top of this, I don't want this to ruin the rest of my life.
Well, I can tell you what. I can give you my card, and you can keep in touch, and we can.
I mean, are the police here? Am I going to be taken out of here in handcuffs right now?
I mean, that's not up to me. But that's my card. I'm sorry, Shrinkle. That's my card.
That's okay.
But if you want to call and stay in contact.
I mean, even if maybe there's, I don't know, a way that without telling the world that I screwed up royally, that you can maybe do hide my identity. I'll even sit down with you, and I can try to get help.
All I can tell you right now is, because we're just getting started with this and we're in the middle of it, I mean, all I'm saying is that you can call me. I'll be happy to talk to you as we continue to put the story together. And that's really all I can tell you at this point. Because I just don't know how it's all going to shape up. And I'm just being straight with you, that's all.
I know.
So I can't promise you one thing or
I
another.
promise you a lot right now.
Well, I understand that.
And I'm
a lot of
gonna
people
help.
promise.
I know. And you know what? And the last one I saw, the guy was dumb enough that he came here the next damn day. He went and tried to do it again. I'm not that stupid. I don't know why I'm here. I need help. But you know what? You're right. I'm a teacher. And I don't do it because I'm some pervert. I love teaching. I love kids. It's the only thing I've ever loved. I don't know what the hell. I don't know why I'm here. And you asked me if I coach. Yeah, I coach. And not because I was trying to find a damn date or get. It's because I like working with those people. I like teaching kids. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I know you've heard this. Hell, I've seen people sit here and say the same stuff.
But what does it say
It doesn't say much for me. I know.
about the fact that you were suspicious? You had seen our previous stories. Probably got a chuckle out of what happened to some of these guys.
Yeah, and honestly, I sat there and watched and thought, those guys are sick. Why would you do that? And that was what, a month and a half ago? And then Here I am.
But what does it say about your issue that you would watch the program,
I don't
pass
know.
judgment on the guys in that show, and then show up here yourself?
I'm obviously a hypocrite. I'm sorry, Mr. Hansen. I'm sorry, all you guys. I'm sorry if this does end up on air. I'm sorry. Everybody else that sees this, don't do it. I mean, that's why I said if there's any way I can get help, if I can show you I've gotten help, if I can show you that it's helping me.
I mean, all I can tell you is that, let me know what's going on. I mean, that's my number, that's my email.
I mean, how much trouble am I in if you do turn this into the police?
Well, that's not up to me.
Do you know? I don't even know.
I mean, all I'm involved in is the story. So
Does anybody here know? I know you guys aren't all looking at camera.
Because they're all involved in the story, too. The law enforcement part is something that's separate and that I don't control.
I mean, I know I've seen some of them that, I could be wrong. I watched bits and pieces of it. We talked about it, and like I said, I thought, what the hell's wrong with these people?
Did you talk about it in school?
Yeah, we talked about it with the other teachers. A lot of us had seen it. We thought, why would you do that?
So these stories have been a topic of discussion at the school where you teach.
And then here I am.
And then here you are. What are you going to say to those other teachers?
I don't know. I have no idea. I can't. I don't know what I'll do. I don't want you to think I'm a monster. I'm not. I'm really not. I don't think. I didn't think I was anyway. Maybe I am.
But you're here. Drove 2 hours to get here. Plenty of time to...
I was this close, honestly, to just going to the Wright Pat Air Force Museum. I was this close. I thought, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I thought, I'll go there. Or I saw some tourist something on whatever state route I was on. I even thought, hell, while I'm here, I'll go to the place I bought my car here, believe it or not, and see if they've got the key they never gave me. I had so many things cross my mind that what I should be doing. And it's like I was thinking no, but I just did it anyway. I don't know why.
I mean, was it like some...
Can I drink this?
Yes, you may.
I can't. It's getting dry. Obviously.
Are you suggesting that you couldn't control yourself?
Apparently not. I don't know. And I'm not trying to make excuses. I know it sounds like that. I don't know. I mean, I've always talked to people online, and I've never done anything like this. You're right. It's like I couldn't control myself. I'm not trying to make excuses. I don't know if I've just shut down this week. I am about to go through a divorce. I know I wouldn't be here.
If it wasn't for that.
If it wasn't for that, I can honestly say that because I wouldn't have, wanted to hurt my wife and ex-wife now. And I think maybe I just said, what the hell, I've got nothing else to lose right now. And obviously, I really didn't think that one through because I'm pretty sure this is going to cost me the rest of everything I know.
But, you look like a guy who's got it together, who could go out and be social and talk to women your age.
I try.
Have buddies.
I don't know why I'm here. Jesus.
I mean, was it the allure of...
I don't know. I really, honestly, and you're right.
Of some forbidden fantasy? Is that what's going on? I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I don't know.
I'm not trying to be a hard guy about it.
I know.
But I'm just trying to understand it, that's all.
I know. I don't... You know what? I wish I understood it. I don't know if it was, like you said, just because it was forbidden, or I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
Because the law is very clear on a 13-year-old. Yeah. I mean, just the chat.
Probably wasn't a good idea.
Illegal.
Is it really?
Against the law.
Just to talk to somebody? I mean,
to solicit for sex.
But I wasn't soliciting for sex.
I know. I'm not the prosecutor. I'm not the police. But I'm just saying, you know what you said. It was
Well,
sexually
will you
charged.
turn in all this stuff two and two?
We're really gathering this for a story. Law enforcement does what law enforcement does. We do what we do.
So you just give them like that? And say,
I
showed up or
I
what?
personally don't. I mean, we use this for the story, and that the law enforcement part of it is something totally separate.
Like I said, my life is pretty much going to right now, and I hate the fact that I just made an even bigger mistake and probably just cost myself everything else. My friends, trust, my job. I just want to get help, and I know that's probably not going to happen. But I wish I could, well, I wish I wouldn't have done something stupid like this, but I wish I could just find help.
Well, help is out there.
I know. That's why I wish, if I don't end up in jail, I hope I don't end up in jail for this stupid mistake. I don't want to throw away my life for something.
Have you ever gone to visit somebody who's underage before?
No.
Have you ever chatted with somebody who's underage before on the internet?
I have. And like I said, I don't know if it was just the kind of allure and the fantasy.
So how many times do you figure you've done that in the past?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the internet's been around since I was that age. And I guess as I grew up, I just, I would chat and things like that. Probably more than I should have. I don't know. But, no, I know you said, and I saw it on the damn show, every one of them walked in, and I'm sorry, I'll watch my language. Every one of them walked in, I've never done this, and I'm sure some of them had. I really haven't. I don't know why I did it.
But you have chatted with underage kids.
But never with the intention that I was really going to do something. And then today it was like...
But these conversations were sexual in nature?
Yeah, sometimes. And that's one of the things, like I said, I think it was before these guys even came out. I know it was, actually. I've thought many times, how do I stop this? How do I get... And I guess, not like this isn't embarrassing as hell, but I was always just too embarrassed to even go talk to a counselor or talk to a therapist and say, look, I think I've got a problem. Here's what I do. Why? How do I fix this? How do I help myself?
How often do you figure that you've talked to somebody who's underage?
This age, not. Like I said, I was in an adult room. I was talking to people that were 20, 25, and I was just clicking on random names and, just chatting with girls, guys. Not sexually, usually. And I clicked on hers, and we started talking, and I even think at first, I was like, oh, I'm a little young, and I know I've been trying not to do that. I really have. I thought, well, it's innocent enough. We're just chatting about stupid stuff, whatever, no big deal. I do the same thing at school.
But it almost appears, if you look at this, like there was a grooming process. Like you were trying to
I remember you said that, and I've examined, do I do that? Is that what I'm doing when I'm on here? I remember hearing that and thinking, is that me? Is that what I'm doing? I didn't think of it like that. I don't know how many studies there have been on how, obviously, I'm something I didn't think I was.
But as a teacher, obviously, you read the stuff about making sure kids don't fall prey to stuff like this.
I don't. In
right?
school, I've never, ever crossed that line. Ever. I've never even considered it when I was with kids.
But I'm not even suggesting that. What I am suggesting is, as a teacher, you're exposed to the material that explains how this can happen, what to look for in your students to make sure they don't fall prey to this sort of thing, and here you are involved in this kind of activity.
God, I don't know how I'm going to tell anybody. I wish I didn't have to. Why am I here?
If you saw the stories, and you're up on the material, and you realize the danger, that must say something about the allure, at least for you, of this sort of activity. And again, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just trying to get it.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know why I did it. Like I said, I've never, ever crossed a line like that with a person that I was a student. Ever. Not even thought about it. I guess maybe it was just like online, it was like they weren't real.
It's all pretend.
That's kind of what it feels like, I think.
But it was real when you walked in that door.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I'd seen. Haven't there been 2 of these, or just 1?
3.
3. I'd seen them. I knew that was a possibility, and I thought, why would I throw my life away for this? And I just kept driving. I don't know why. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell America. I wish I could tell everybody that I'm going to have to tell.
What do you say to other men your age who are now in chat rooms talking to girls, underage girls? What do you say to them?
What would I say, having been here?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? I can't say I don't feel really hypocritical, but I would be like, look, you need to step back and figure out what your intentions are. Is this worth it? And for what? I mean, I'm serious. I know that doesn't look good. Honestly, on the way up, I thought, you know what, I'll just hang out, watch a movie, and go home.
It's a long way to drive to hang out and watch a movie.
You're right, and I know, like I said, it doesn't look good. It sounds like I'm just full of BS. But I thought, she's a kid. She's half my age. I'm not going to do something like that to her. And I know, everybody out there is going to think I'm full of it, but that's really the whole way up here, back and forth again. Why should I just turn around? Should I go somewhere else? Should I just go, pull over and cry because my life's crap right now? And then here I am. But what would I say? I don't know. Why are you here? Have you really thought about this? Have you thought about the consequences for yourself? Have you thought about the consequences if you guys weren't here?
What could have happened?
Even if it hadn't been this, even if nothing had happened, I could have messed her life up. I mean,
you know how vulnerable a 13-year-old kid can be. You got him.
Like I said, I don't know if it was the internet. Like I said, I think something about it. Even when I was that age, it was like it wasn't real. I'm talking to people that it's people you don't know. You can chat about politics or cars or sports or obviously sex, but it's like it's not real. If they get mad or you get mad at them, you never have to see them again. And I don't know what. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses. I don't know if it was just that this week pushed me over the edge, and that's why I crossed this line. I really never have just driven to meet a 13-year-old before. Why would I? But I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what made me do it.
Will you do me a favor? Will you keep me posted?
I will.
All right.
I mean
that's my number, right?
Mr. Hansen, I'm serious.
I appreciate that. That's why I asked you to.
I don't, and I know it's not up to you. It's going to be up to your producers. I'm serious, and I'm going to get help. I know you hear that probably from every single schmuck that walks through that door, that I'm going to get help. And like I said, I even saw that idiot go out and try it again the next day. And I don't know if that's even going to happen. I don't know if I should even go home and call my parents, call my lawyer, call my principal and say, I'm sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I've never thought about it with those kids. I never would have crossed that line with any of them because they're real to me. I see their emotions. I don't want to throw that away, and I'm afraid I just did. But if there's any way that I can help you, and that if the police, the prosecutor, your bosses, and I know it's not up to you, could, like I said, even if you'd hide my identity, you can use my words if you skew my voice. I don't know, and then even do a follow-up. Interview me, I'll start talking to someone. Hell, I'm sitting here doing it, what could be on national television. I guess I can now do it with a therapist.
You wish you had done it before with a therapist instead of sitting here with me and all these television cameras?
Oh, yeah. And I'm not kidding. I've thought about that more than once. I mean, I guess I could have been like the other guys and taken off running. But then I guess I wouldn't have gotten to tell my side of why I'm here. You would have known who I was anyway, and it would have probably been worse. I have thought about I'll be frank. I mean, since I was probably 20, 21, and of course then, it was, I'm 20, she's 17, I'm chatting to her, no big deal. It was like I kept getting older, and then
Kids
it's
get
cliche. They got younger, or they stayed the same age, and 99.9% of the people I would even talk to on there are 19, 20, 21 at the youngest. But it was the other ones that I always thought, well, why am I chatting? And the fact that many a times I thought, I'm married, why am I chatting to women anyway? Maybe I should talk to somebody. And I always thought, I just can't put that out there in front of a therapist. I couldn't admit it to myself, and I couldn't admit it to a stranger. And now here I am. I just hope it's not too late for me. I know America, if this makes it on, is going to think that, I should never be within a mile of a kid again. And I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. And I've honestly, especially the parents of the kids that are probably going to see this that know me, I've never thought about it with one of them. Never would have done it. I mean, hell, nobody at school even knows except my principal and a couple of my close friends knows I'm getting divorced.
What do you think they're going to say at school?
I think they'll be surprised. Because this isn't me. I don't know. I hope they're surprised.
But I guess the question that some people might ask is this. If you eventually evolve to the point where you'd come here to meet a 13-year-old girl after this kind of conversation, at what point do you suddenly become interested in kids in the school you teach? Right? It's a legitimate question.
That's why I want help. Maybe, I don't know. You've seen this a lot of times. What do I do now?
Well, I'm not in the business of giving...
You're not a person that gives
psychiatric advice, but I think if you were to inquire anywhere just like you would if you were feeling you were ill in any other way, they would probably help you.
But what do I do with it? I mean, like I said, do I go home and call my boss and say I can't come in anymore?
Those are things that I just can't.
I know.
I'm not in a position to give you advice on. Now, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you shedding light on this situation because I think it's helpful in a number of different ways. And again, I'm being serious about this. That's my number and that's my email. And keep me posted as to how things are going. And I'm willing to have a continuing discussion with you in terms of what's going to be in the story or not in the story. We're just starting, so I can't.
I mean, when is this thing supposed to air and all that?
Those things are going to be decided once we get the story together, and it's not done yet. So, I mean, like I said, if you want to keep in touch with me, as I know that information, I'm going to share it with you. I'm not going to hide it from you,
I know.
So, I'm just being as straight up about it as I can.
I just don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, a lot of those guys came in here, and I know there was one that was like a rabbi, and and a lot of those guys weren't in a position that they were with kids. And I feel like, as much as I love my job, and as embarrassing and as hard as it's going to be to tell anyone, I don't know if I should go back and put myself there. But like I said, it's the only thing I've ever loved, teaching. It's the only thing I've ever been good at. And I hate to throw that all away for a stupid frickin' mistake. And something that I really did go back and forth on so much.
It's tortured you.
It really did. I mean, I know some of those guys were like, heck yeah, gung-ho, I'm in, and probably a lot of them had done it before. And I'm sure some of them hadn't. Some of them were probably in my boat, that it was just like a mistake.
Well, Jim, I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. I mean, and tell that kid I'm sorry too. All right?
I will.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm sorry. Is that still on?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really am. If anybody that I know sees this, I am sorry. Don't think of me as a monster. I'm not. I made a mistake.
Do me a favor. Keep me posted, all right?
I mean, am I supposed to leave now, or should I?
Yeah, no, you're free to leave. Yeah. I mean, if you want to take the water, you can take the water.
Sorry, guys. I'll keep in touch. You know what I'm doing.
All right. I appreciate that.
Sheriff's Department, stop, put your hands on your head.
You have the right to remain silent, you understand? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, you understand? You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have them present with you while you're being questioned, do you understand that?
Sir.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you can decide, or you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not to answer any questions or make any statements, do you understand?
Phone in it. Check your head. What's your name?